Hey everyone, welcome back to another week of the Complete Personal Trainer podcast. Had to take last week off. I was right where I'm well. So last couple of weeks, we've been talking about a lot of training stuff, a lot of hypertrophy stuff. Today, I wanted to dive into some business truths learned after 20 years in the fitness industry. Now, 20 years is a long time to be in the fitness industry, considering the average lifespan of a personal trainer is anywhere between 6 to 18 months. So not a particularly good lifespan. So there's 5 things that I've learned over this time frame that are really, really universally true. And if you can get these things right, and you can understand these things, one, you won't be able to get right, but that's okay. Just understanding it is really, really important to keeping you humble. These are going to help you have a better career in the fitness industry. So the first one, sales and marketing are awesome. Okay, a lot of people hate sales, a lot of people hate marketing. They can think of it as sleazy or whatever it is. It's really awesome stuff, but with a caveat, only if you have a fucking awesome product. Okay, so I see a lot of trainers selling, or not trainers, I won't say that. I see a lot of franchises doing a ton of marketing for what is, quite frankly, a really substandard product. And they wonder why these gyms go out of business after a period of time, or these trainers can't seem to retain clients for a long period of time. It's because the product sucks. It's really, really simple. People can be marketed to buy anything, okay? If marketing is strong enough and the message is compelling enough, people will purchase the product. What will happen, though, is that if the product doesn't deliver, people will simply quit or stop using it. Quality basically always wins in the end. This is why, diamonds are still like number one thing in jewelry. They're the highest quality stone that you can possibly get. And you don't need to market diamonds. Their quality is there. Everyone knows when you get married, you get a diamond. So what we need to focus on in our business is making sure our product is of a high quality. So if we're in a gym, does the gym look nice? That's a very simple thing. This is something that I struggled with earlier. I'm like, it's a gym, who cares? Gyms need to look, at the very least, presentable and clean. That's a sign of quality. Is the programming of a decent quality? A lot of people will say, oh, programming doesn't matter and exercise selection doesn't matter. That's just being lazy, okay? Pick exercises that are going to engage your clients, that your clients are going to like, and deliver multiple outcomes. I've talked about this before. If you have a client with shortened biceps, if they want to hypertrophy them, do their work in the lengthened position to tick 2 boxes, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And then finally, you need to have good coaches. Really, really simple. If you're a good coach, you can survive in the fitness industry for an unknown amount of time while just purely existing off referrals. I have done absolutely 0 paid marketing for NPC with multiple 6-figure business. So it is very easy to do. Well, not very easy to do. You have to become a good coach, but once you can do it, it's very easy to maintain that point. Getting referrals when you're a good, high quality coach is exactly how you should be going after your business. Now, if you have a great product, the next thing is you have a great product, it's going to sell itself. So this goes back to high level coaching. What we need to do at that point is, how can we scale that? Well, marketing is our tool to do that. So if you've got to the point where you've developed a kick-ass product, whether it's a training program, whether it's a gym, whether it's training sessions with yourself, marketing that is going to take it to the next level. A lot of coaches get into learning marketing first before they've really mastered their craft. Now, this is something that's a little bit of a tricky situation to navigate, because we do need to market. It's absolutely very important to do. But for most of us who are starting off in commercial gyms, we don't really need to give a shit about what's happening on our Instagram feed or making sure we have the right carousel to attract clients. If we're good, we're going to get clients in there, and then marketing after that is going to help scale and accelerate that success. So what you need to do to really get the most out of marketing is to have a really high quality product, just to go back to there. And then you can have pretty much limitless business success. Your only real kind of caveat on that is how well you can deliver your product at higher levels of scale. And that's a challenge that a lot of trainers go through. This is why online training is so popular now, because it allows you to deliver a very similar product at a level of scale that in-person training can't do. There are also disadvantages to it. Now, the next one is the one where you can't do anything about, but remembering it is really, really useful. Luck is a huge factor. Every single successful fitness business, if you have a look at where they are in time and space and look at the context around it, you can see that luck has been a factor in their success at some point. There's not one person where this doesn't apply to. For example, I spent a number of very productive and profitable years working with musical theatre. It's because a client came to me because they were referred from one person. That one person who was a referral basically led to working with 2 major musical productions over a period of 2 years. That's luck. I didn't do anything particularly skilled to get there. But what I have noticed with luck is the better your product is and the better you are at delivering your service, the more luck seems to find you. So it's not meant to sound as metaphysical as that, but the better you are at what you do, the better product you have, the better service you deliver, the more chances you give yourself being put into a situation where you are lucky. I'm currently in a situation now due to doing a lot of work, a lot of hopefully good quality work, but I have an opportunity to do some huge mentoring projects with a number of companies. And that's not something that I seeked out organically. I didn't decide one day, hey, this is what I'm going to do. I didn't have a grand plan for that. I focused on doing a really good job and obviously growing my business at a manner that one person can. And then all of a sudden these opportunities came along, which is luck. But the fact is, the better you are, the more prepared you are to take advantage of luck when it looks down upon you. The next business tip that I think is really, really important, and this is where we start to talk about actually we've developed amazing products, now we need to keep our clients. So the most common place where people lose their clients is in the onboarding process. If a client comes in and they don't enjoy the onboarding process, or they don't understand the systems or how things work and how they need to do their check-ins or how they book their classes or whatever it is, if the onboarding sucks and the client doesn't understand what's going on, they're not going to stick around. It doesn't matter if the product's really, really good. What matters is, do they understand how to use the damn thing? Like, that's one of the things why the iPhone is so popular. A kid can pick it up and use it straight away. It's so intuitive to use, and they were the first device to come, charged. When you open up the box, you'd open up, you just flick it on, log into your account, and it would set up for you. It was, the onboarding of the iPhone was absolutely spectacular, and it was very, very intuitive. So what we need to do is make sure our onboarding processes for our clients are something that are really, really clear. It's really easy to get feedback. Sign up a new client, ask them 4 weeks later how they felt. If they've stuck around for 4 weeks and they're really happy, then guess what? You're doing the right thing. So make sure that your onboarding is on point. It's so important to get that right. And the last one, and this is where, I'm kind of the retention guy, I guess. I've had a client for, it will be 20 years. In, I think, March next year, it'll be 20 years. Hopefully they don't quit before then, because that'll be a real letdown. The magic to retention, there's no magic to it, okay? It's results and caring. It's as simple as that. There's nothing more important to that. Like, if you're getting results for your clients, and results don't have to mean, I'll be very clear about this, results do not have to mean six-pack abs. They absolutely do not. They don't need to mean powerlifting totals. They don't need to be a number of different things that people think. What we want to give is the result that the client is really looking at. So if it's a better relationship with food, it's a higher level of self-compassion, they feel better, they're out of pain, whatever result you can deliver, if there's some form of result that the client notices and it's tangible, then clients will stick around for a long time. Caring is another one. Knowing who your clients are, what they do, what they care about, is such a simple way to hold on to clients. It literally blows my mind. All you have to do is show some interest in what people do and who they are, and not talk shit to them. Not purely talk shit, actually give a shit about them and care. You will definitely have a longer lasting client relationship. I see a lot of trainers who try and be all cool with their clients, and you've got this champ and you go queen and you go king and all this kind of trash talk basically. And yet they don't know the client's partner's name. They forget what the client's goal is. It's just this kind of mediocre pump up talk based on, some arbitrary goal. Oh, you've lost half a kilo, you're crushing it, queen, keep winning, blah, blah, blah. That's rubbish. Okay. What would be more important is knowing, congratulations, you lost half a kilo. I've noticed that your diligence in doing habit ABC, your effort in your workouts, it's really starting to work. And then asking questions about their family, what their weekends are, what they actually do, and understanding how someone ticks as a person is so much more important for retention, rather than just sending arbitrary messages of hype and motivation, which a lot of trainers will hear this and they'll be like, that's what I do. Don't. Start looking at what you can get to know about your clients on a personal level and write to them about that and actually communicate for them. If they know that you care and you're getting them a result that they want, they are going to stick around. It's a really simple process to have. So guys, that's a short version of some of the things I've learned about business over the last 20 years. I will still say now that I'm still not an expert in the topic of business. I'm much better at the technical side and training and all that kind of stuff. But business is something that you cannot turn a blind eye to. I don't know how I managed to get by while doing it for about literally 15 years of turning a blind eye to how to run an effective business. Being good at the product, I guess, is the only thing. But if you can make sure you have a really high quality product, then, and you're really good at what you do, luck becomes more frequent. Marketing becomes really, really successful, because when you actually hold on to clients you retain, and getting results and caring is what's going to drive everything that you want. So guys, thanks heaps for listening. I'll see you soon next week.